Okay, third graders. So I know that this looks familiar to you. It says it's the Unit 10 assessment, but it's version B. This is your pre-test. So I'm going to go through each of these together with you. Now you may be going through these with me one at a time. You may have already done them on your own and are using this as a answer key. So whatever you did, that's fine. Also, you know that this takes quite a bit to go through, so I'm going to go through them rather quickly so that you don't have to listen to my voice for the next hour. And then last, if you have a printer, that's great, print it out. If you do not have a printer, that's fine. Just do some scratch paper and draw along as we go. So, number one, name the shaded area of the rectangle. So if we look at this figure, we know that it's not telling us what unit we are using. I don't know if they are meters, I don't know if they're yards, I don't know if they're inches. When it doesn't tell you, you know that it is 1 square unit. So we're finding the area of the shaded, which is right here. That's 1, so it's 1 square unit. D. Number 2, find the area of the rectangle by drawing in the square units. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill that out, make it like an array. I know that I have 1, 2, 3 rows of is multiplication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 rows of 8 is 24 square units. And if you want to check, you can count each of them, or 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 8, 16, 24. Okay, 3 rows of 8. Number 3, find the area of the street sign in square inches. So once again, I like kind of going through and using this as an array, right? That's how we get our multiplication problem. Or you can do length times width. So if we know that the length, my longer side is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, don't forget to recount this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 9 times 6. And what is 9 times 6? You can pause the camera if you need to, but it is 54, and we know that it's square units because it's not telling us what the unit is, but it's the area, so everything's squared. Number 4, find the area of the window in square feet. Okay, so once again, I'm going to do my length times my width, and I know my length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my width is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because area equals length times width. And 6 times 4 is equal to 24. And we know that it's square feet. Or you can go like this, because it tells us. Okay. On to the next. Cadence found the area of the floor by tilting, by tilting it with 1 foot square pieces of construction paper. The drawing represents her work. What is the area of Cadence's floor? Okay, so once again, we're going to do the length times the width, or you can do your array multiplication problem. Either one, you should get the same answer. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a length of 5, and a width of 1, 2, 3. It's 5 by 3. Okay, which is equal to 15 square feet. I know it's square feet because it tells me right here that we're working with square feet. So 5 times 3 equals 15 square feet. All right. Number 6, find the total area of the shaded shape in square meters. Well, this is a figure. We know it's not just a rectangle. It's more complex. It's a complex figure. But since it's in squares, this actually makes it really simple. We don't have to decompose or subtract. All we have to do is count up our squares. So I kind of like using a different color for this just so that I can see it so that I don't recount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 square meters. Okay. Now if I asked you to find the area by decomposing and show your work, you would probably draw a line here and find the area of this rectangle, the area of this rectangle, and then add them together. Okay. Which expression shows the total area of the rectangle? So you should look at your answers here and you should know that you are using the distributive property. So when you're using the distributive property, you want to find the fixed length, okay? Because what the fixed length is if you look at this first rectangle, what's the length? What's the thing that stays the same? But first we have to look at our second rectangle so that we can see what is actually staying fixed or the same. Well, I know that in this first rectangle, rectangle A, it's 5 by 4. In rectangle B, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4. So your 5 is your fixed factor. And then we are multiplying by our two widths, okay? So let's see which one. We should have 5 times 4, right? 5 times 4, the length and the width of my first rectangle, plus the length and the width of my second rectangle, 5 times 2. Okay, remember this is our fixed factor, and these two added together would be the length of the entire bottom combined, okay? So 5 times 4 is 20, plus 5 times 2 is 10, which is 30, which I guess I didn't even really need because if I look here, it's just asking me for what it would look like with a distributive property. So here's 5 times 4 plus 5 times 2. That's my expression. I have 5 times 4 and then plus 5 times 2. I'm breaking it up, and if I wanted to find the total area, I would add those together to get the total area of the whole figure as opposed to two separate rectangles. Number 8, what is the total area of the brick patio in square yards? So this is the area, which means that we need to decompose here. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to split this into two parts. I'm going to find the area of each of these. So I'm going to call this rectangle A, and I'm going to call this rectangle B. Okay. And then I also see that there's some missing sides. We need to figure those out in order to find the area. So I'm good here. I see that I'm missing this section. Well, they're the same length right across from each other. So I know that this has to be 2 yards. Okay. This is X and this is Y. So now I'm missing here. Well, I know that what I'm going to do in order to figure out this missing what this missing Y is, my unknown, is this is a horizontal line, and I'm going to look up above. I'm going to find all my other horizontal lines. I have a 1 and I have a 7. Well, I know that my 7's my whole, and I know that a part plus a part equals a whole. So 1 plus something is going to equal 7. But we also know that there's a third part here, 2 yards. So I know that this is 1. I know that this is 2, and then this is my unknown. That tried to trick you there. Let me zoom in so you can see. So 1 plus 2 plus something equals 7, right? 7's my whole, and my parts are 1, 2, and something. Okay, so how am I going to solve? Well, I know that 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus what is 7? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. So y equals 4. Okay, so now I can go ahead and find the area. So boys and girls, we really need to take a look at this one, because if you look here and here, you know that those two lengths together combined aren't going to equal 7 because you're missing this part. So you have to remember that there's 2 yards down here. This is a new figure that we really haven't seen. So let's find the area of my upper rectangle, my rectangle A. 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is equal to 14. Okay, and now I'm going to find rectangle B. Length and width is 2 times 2 is equal to 4. That's the area of my two separate rectangles, and to find the total, I need to add them together. Well, I know that 14 plus 4 is equal to 18 square yards. Okay. Yay, my answer's there. That one's a little tricky. Pause the camera and go back if you need to. All right, what is the area of the shaded figure on the grid? So we're just looking for the shaded portion. So I have a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a width of 1, 2, 3, 4. So length times width. What's 5 times 4? 20. 20 square units. All right. Number 10. The area of Sharon's walkway is 48 square feet. Do these descriptions show the possible length and width of her walkway? For each description, choose yes or no to show your answer. Now, we had a problem like this similar on the quizzes that you were working on, and some of you were adding. Remember, if you're finding the area, you need to do your length times your width in order to get 48. Not your length plus your width. So you're looking for two numbers that multiply together to get to 48. So 40 feet and 8 feet. A lot of you said yes on this on your quiz. 40 plus 8 is 48, but that's not your area, is it? You would have to do 40 times 8. Is 40 times 8 equal to 48? No. 5 feet long and 10 feet wide. So that's 5 times 10. Okay. Is 5 times 10 48? No, it's 50. And then 6 feet long times 8 feet wide. 6 times 8 is 48. So that is a yes. Okay? So be careful, because I know it looks easy and you know what you're doing. I know that, but a lot of you said yes on here. Okay? Next one. All right. Choose all the rectangles that have an area of 16 square units. All. This is one of those boxes. So let's look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. Okay, so that's a yes. For B, I have 2 by 4. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Oh, I'm sorry. So that's a no. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2. 16. Perfect. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3, which is equal to 15. So that's a no. Okay? Make sure you go through all of this. Now it says choose all the rectangles, that have a perimeter of 16. Okay, so perimeter, remember, you are not counting on the inside. That is going to give you a different answer. You need to count along the outside. I like drawing something or showing some kind of way so that I don't double count or miscount. I like going like this personally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's a 4 by 4 by 4 by 4. It's a square, and each side's 4. Okay? Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's a no. Okay, here's a different way that you can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's a no. And then my last is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. And I'm going to stop right here because our video has to end at 15 minutes on YouTube. So I will see you in a minute.